Things are changing. Things are changing. I'm going to talk about that a little later. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Oh, this is a beautiful day. Enlightened people, original people, get in a comfortable place without distractions. Clear your mind. Make sure you're thinking positive. You can put on some, I call soul music. Oh, let's talk about that for a minute. They call my generation baby boomers. I think they boomers because we was born right after the war, so they call that next 20 years the baby boomers generation. 40, 46 to 66, I believe. So there's a lot of things that we uh, we enjoyed during that generation, man. Wow, you watch Soul Train? Those who don't know what it is, go and watch it. Don Cornelius, Soul Train. You probably never heard of it if you just 30. If you about 30, if you're not over 40, you probably never heard of Soul Train. But they got it on the tube. Go watch it. You're gonna learn something about who you are, how we move. Man, we all wore afros then. We all took care of our appearances then. We was cool, man. We wasn't on drugs. We didn't we didn't grow what they doing now. Dreads. We wasn't dreadful about nothing. We had our natural hair grow out because it stands up proud. That's that nine ether hair. And we were showing the world we proud of this. This is us. We got this. Now where's yours? So being from that generation, there's a lot of pride in being who you are. And the powers that be said, we got to destroy this. They are too powerful. Yeah, we were given a false narrative, a construct to change what was taking place. Because if we stayed on that level of consciousness, look, the lyrics Earth, Wind, and Fire was putting out, the music was taking us to a whole different level. There's so many artists in that era who was beyond their time. Let's name a few of them. Curtis Mayfield, James Brown. I mentioned Earth, Wind, and Fire. What's this man who used to have these? He used to. Now y'all need to help me if you hear. He used to do these great shows like he was a spaceship coming, landing. What was his name? What was his group name? Ah, I'm gonna have to go back and look it up and get back with you. The idea is that the music was generating, raising consciousness because all the lyrics were about love. And love is what raised your vibration. Oh man, I'm just, I'm deciding in my mind, I'm gonna live in that generation. I'm gonna conduct myself as this I'm still in that generation. that time because the focus, what they want, they, the forces of evil, spiritual wickedness, want you to focus on is always something negative. That's why TV was created to keep your vibrations low. I mean, who want to watch about murder, killing? Who does that? They don't like that. They doing that for you. They're not doing it for them. They don't really like that. To prove it, look at their ancestors in Europe. They don't make those kind of programs. So that's something that's created for you, originals. They want you to focus on death and destruction. These people have so much planned for you. I won't say us because I'm trying to escape. I have escaped to a certain degree. I sacrificed many things. When I was told in a dream that my family was do better by themselves without me, that I was hindering them. And this happened more than once. The universe told me that, hey, they'll do better without you. So I don't fight and struggle with destiny or things that are brought to me. I roll with the punches. And I see why now because I'm have been given a specific assignment as a seer to raise your vibration, to keep it raised. Isn't this a beautiful color? That's because the vibration is raising now. Since yesterday, I felt it. 21st? Yesterday was the 21st, right? Okay, I don't keep up with the star systems because I know all that has been manipulated. Even the orientation, northeast, all that has been manipulated. However, you can feel it. You can feel it if you're clean, body, mind, and soul. You can feel the change. So things are looking up, my people. Go listen to some high vibration music. You don't need to be all James Brown. It could be slow. Let your children listen to it. Don't let them watch that TV. Keep them from having their own phone. That's another thing they're using against our children. They shouldn't have a cell phone to keep in touch. For what? You're going to see an improvement in their attitudes because they're learning things that they shouldn't learn. They're having what they call porn slip in because I've seen it more than once. I mean, real hardcore porn will slip in just for a second. That is an evil thing. I mean, that's why they shouldn't have their own phone. If you want to save your children, because they don't know how to discern good and evil yet. You got to do it for them. The reason why they came up with the cell phone, well, we had it, we created it long years ago, but we use it for different things. We use it for educational, but he using it for another TV program. He using it for that, and where he can put all kind of filth on it, 24/7. You don't even have to be in your room now to watch. You know, TV was like you had to be home, and you usually watch it as a family, and your parents would direct you. Oh, you're not gonna watch that. No, 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 no. So that's why he took our design and used it for nefarious purposes to say, oh, you can watch what you want to watch. And that's why you have all this confusion and disunity, because he's infiltrated the minds of our youth. You send them to school, right? You think they're learning anything in school? You know good and well you just want someone to babysit them. Because if you love them like you should, you wouldn't have other people teaching your children. See, that's another thing. We was the pre-integration generation. We had a community then. We was together. They touched one of us, then we all turned out. We don't have that anymore. There's no way somebody should be able to go to a subway and kill one of us because we're creating a scene, a disturbance. That wouldn't have happened back then. The men would have took care of that, protected him. Where are the men? Women, don't let me get started on y'all. Don't let me get started on y'all women. You know what you've done. You're so much a part of that thinking that he gives you all this miseducation and you lost your mind. You want to force his agenda on us. You know, you ever watch these old movies? They telling you what they was doing then, like Star Trek, Star Wars. Star Trek, you had this beautiful original woman all around all these white men. You know, is always talking about her beauty. Where was her man? Was nowhere in the picture. Matter of fact, when all those episodes, you never saw original man. Very rarely they, if at all. I don't remember seeing any in them old episodes. Then they had the next generation where they had to put a blind one in there. His eyes were slow as he could to see. 'Cause if his eye was open, they would have no script for him. You know, that's another thing. This is a potpourri of ideas I'm just pouring out with you because that's what I do. Take what you can and go with it. Investigate it. See where it takes you. Go and make it like it's yours. That's what I want you to do. Like this is your idea. It is yours. If you see it here, yeah, it's for you. Silas. Wow. I knew a man named Silas. So there's a lot of things that happen, and what I'm talking about chaos theory, where things are getting worse and worse and worse. But I ask you have to I forget what I was talking about, but it's come back to me. We have to remember why we always been stuck on the number 13. Why he wanted us to be 13%, and why all these murders had to take place under disguise of family planning. Who families you planning when you killing the babies? It wasn't our family, it's destroying our family. So who family are you planning? You planning for your survival? Yes, that's what it was. So for some people to live, some people got to die. That's what he's giving. That's the message he's sending us. I mean, that's not new. That's not radical. I make a point not to be radical in my speech, but I'm telling you things that are commonly known. So I'm talking about solutions and shedding the light. You got to have solutions. Your children should be taught in your community, our children, by their community. I mean, who else does that? Have other people teach their children. Who? Let me know. I'll wait. And you think it's okay? You think it's okay to have another people teach your children? Matter of fact, make sure whoever teach them or teach them the way you should teach them. I'm not saying none original people going to teach them bad because there are probably some good ones. And I'm not saying original teachers are going to teach them good. I'm sure there's some bad ones. So that's the work you have to do to find out, to make that discernment of good and evil. I mean, that's your responsibility. You had them. You brought them here. Did you bring them here to destroy them? Well, what's happening? Why are they being destroyed? Who can they blame for the destruction of the children? Maybe that's why I delayed my having children for quite a while, because I was not in position to protect them. I had no nation, I had no land, I had everything it takes to raise a nation. That's what I want. Culture. We have culture. We had everything except uh man, we didn't have everything. Come to think of it. This is what we need to do. Follow uh, the economic plans of these leaders. This is what I do on a small level. Got a small piece of land, growing food, okay, for me and mine, so we can survive when they close the stores. And they're gonna close them. If you don't have an alternative source, if you don't know any farmers or have a large pantry, a large set of food set aside, what's gonna happen to you? It's gonna get a lot of y'all by surprise. Cause you didn't believe. How could they do this? You're foolish. You think you are privileged to what's given you? They don't owe you nothing. They got you spoiled, rotten, giving you money. And you think you're getting over? That shows you're a slave. If you take their money, wow. I didn't take it. So I can say that. I did not take their money. I could have used it. I send it back to them. Because I know nothing is free. You're going to be responsible to pay that back. Watch what I see. Just wait and see. You thought it was free? This woman talking about get this $5,000. Are you stupid? When she get a ticket saying to pay this money back, she's gonna say who's stupid. Because you don't know the enemy. You do not know him. So that's why I'm here to teach you. Oh, he's teaching you in the films and everything, but you don't know how to flip the script like he does. He flips the scripts on you. He plays you and have you playing him. And he rearranges history. He reconstructs history right in front of your face. So when your spirit tells you to watch a film and you think about it and you don't want to go watch it for some reason, fight it and bite and go watch it because there's a lesson in it for you. I saw advertised about this film Queen and Slim for a long time. Now I'm getting to what I really want to talk about. Queen and Slim. I said, these people who are not from our land playing us. I don't want to watch it. So I got on one of these programs where you don't have to pay, and I decided to watch it. Man, it was revealing. They was reconstructing the history of the Panthers. They was labeling them as murderers, cop killers. And the part about it is that these people playing the role of so-called African Americans, they didn't know, they didn't protest. They accepted that script by not protesting. So what was happening is that they has rewritten history to refer to them as gangsters. That's not who they were. Why do America have a revolution and fight wars to overcome their enemy and their heroes? But originals who do that, they're labeled as gangsters. I'm doing some research because I heard, so I'm going to follow up on it. I heard that that movie Wakanda was a CIA. It was prompted by the CIA for some purpose. Well, that doesn't surprise me because when you kill the main character, there has to be some reason why you started that. And now the whole movement has died with him. It's like they started a movement just to kill it so it can never start again. This is how nefarious these NPCs are. They don't have a program. They got to make sure you don't have one. You having divine guidance for yours. They don't have any guidance just to stop yours. But it's all good because oh good. that's that's a lie. Okay, look like they'll stop people coming in, so maybe you'll see this video, maybe not. But that's what happened. Whenever I get in the real deep topic, they say, nope, we don't like this one. We're not gonna print it. We're not gonna publish it. We're not gonna make sure. We're gonna make sure nobody sees it. That's okay. I put it out there. How you to the tribe. Peace to the Moors.